Lesson 35. Past. Tense. Past tense. Ago. I was. You were. He, she, it was. We were. You were. They were. What's the past tense of I am, you are, he is, etc.?
The past tense of I am is I was, etc.
Was I here 2 weeks ago?
Yes, you were here 2 weeks ago.
Were you here 2 weeks ago?
Yes, I was here 2 weeks ago.
Where were you at this time yesterday?
I was here at this time yesterday.
Were we in this room last week?
Yes, we were in this room last week.
Were they here 2 lessons ago?
Yes, they were here 2 lessons ago.
Road, street, connect. What's the difference between a road and a street?
The difference between a road and a street is that a road is generally in the country and connects 2 towns, whereas a street is in a town and generally has shops in it.
Do you live in a road or a street?
I live in a road.
Line. What's this?
It's a line.
Are there a lot of lines on an old person's face?
Yes, there are a lot of lines on an old person's face.
Straight. Crooked. Bottle. Whiskey. Is this a crooked line?
No, it isn't a crooked line. It's a straight line.
Is the road between this town and the next town straight?
No, the road between this town and the next town isn't straight, it's crooked.
After drinking a bottle of whiskey, can people walk in a straight line?
No, after drinking a bottle of whiskey, people can't walk in a straight line. They walk in a crooked line.
Is Oxford Street crooked?
No, Oxford Street isn't crooked, it's straight.
Sometimes. Does the sun always shine?
No, the sun doesn't always shine. Sometimes it shines, and sometimes the sky is covered with clouds.
Is it always hot in France?
No, it isn't always hot in France. Sometimes it's hot, and sometimes it's cold.
Is Easter always in March?
No, Easter isn't always in March. Sometimes it's in March, and sometimes it's in April.
Do you always get up at the same time every morning?
No, I don't always get up at the same time every morning. Sometimes I get up early, and sometimes I get up late.
Government. Law. Does the government of this country make the laws of the country?
Yes, the government of this country makes the laws of the country.
Heart. On which side of your body is your heart?
My heart is on the left side of my body.
Quickly. Slowly. Adverb. Thinker. Writer. What's the difference between the words quick and quickly?
The difference between the words quick and quickly is that quick is an adjective, whereas quickly is an adverb.
Give me an example of the difference, please.
He is a quick writer. He writes quickly.
Do you speak English quickly?
No, I don't speak English quickly, but I speak it quickly enough.
Do people generally walk slowly when the weather is cold?
No, people don't generally walk slowly when the weather is cold. They walk quickly.
Can you text as quickly as you can speak?
No, I can't text as quickly as I can speak. I text more slowly than I speak.
Deep, shallow, university. What's the opposite of deep?
The opposite of deep is shallow.
Is the River Thames deeper than the Mediterranean Sea?
No, the River Thames isn't deeper than the Mediterranean Sea. It's shallower than the Mediterranean Sea.
Do people study subjects deeply at university?
Yes, people study subjects deeply at university.
Smoke, cigarette, ash, ashtray. Do you smoke?
No, I don't smoke.
Which person in your family smokes the most?
My uncle is the person in my family who smokes the most.
How many cigarettes does he smoke a day?
He smokes about 10 cigarettes a day.
When people smoke, where do they put the ash?
When people smoke, they put the ash in an ashtray.
Wait. If you arrive too early at the station, what must you do?
If I arrive too early at the station, I must wait for the train.
Do you like waiting?
No, I don't like waiting. I dislike waiting.
If you arrive here at the school 10 minutes too early, how long must you wait for the lesson to begin?
If I arrive here at the school 10 minutes too early, I must wait 10 minutes for the lesson to begin.
Is it pleasant to wait for somebody in the rain?
No, it isn't pleasant to wait for somebody in the rain. It's unpleasant.
Lesson 36. Ever, never. What's the difference between the words ever and never?
The difference between the words ever and never is that the word ever is positive and is generally used in questions, whilst the word never is negative.
Does it ever snow in the south of Italy in summer?
No, it never snows in the south of Italy in summer.
Do you ever come here on Sunday?
No, I never come here on Sunday.
Does the sun ever shine during the night?
No, the sun never shines during the night.
Is Christmas ever on the 21st of December?
No, Christmas is never on the 21st of December. It's always on the 25th of December.
Square. Circle. What's this?
It's a square.
What's this?
It's a circle.
Square. Round. Is the face of my watch square?
No, the face of your watch isn't square, it's round.
How many pictures are there round these walls?
There are 3 pictures round these walls.
Does she walk round the classroom during the lesson?
No, she doesn't walk round the classroom during the lesson. She sits on her chair.
Shake. Nod. What am I doing?
You're shaking your pen.
Do you always shake hands with your friends every time you see them?
No, I don't always shake hands with my friends every time I see them.
What am I doing?
You're nodding your head.
Do we nod our heads when we say no?
No, we don't nod our heads when we say no. We shake our heads when we say no.
Direct. Directly. Method. It is called. Think. What do we call this direct method we are using for learning English?
We call this direct method we are using for learning English the Callan method.
By this method, do students translate before speaking?
No, by this method, students don't translate before speaking. They think and speak directly in the new language.
More or less. Is it more or less time to go to bed?
No, it isn't more or less time to go to bed.
Are the countries of Europe more or less friends today?
Yes, the countries of Europe are more or less friends today.
Accent. What kind of accent do you speak English with?
I speak English with an Italian accent.
Where's the accent in the word excellent?
The accent in the word excellent is on the first syllable.
To depend on. Do children depend on their parents for money?
Yes, children depend on their parents for money.
Some people eat in expensive restaurants, others eat in cheap restaurants. What does this depend on?
It depends on how much money they have.
During the day it's light, whilst during the night it's dark. What does this depend on?
It depends on the sun and where it is in the sky.
Cloud. Are there any clouds in the sky today?
Yes, there are some clouds in the sky today.
What are clouds made of?
Clouds are made of water.
Remember. Forget. Do you always remember everything you learn?
No, I don't always remember everything I learn. Some things I remember, and some things I forget.
Do you remember when to use capital letters in English?
Yes, I remember when to use capital letters in English.
Tell me, please.
We use capital letters at the beginning of a sentence, for the pronoun I, and for the first letter of people's names, place names, days of the week, months of the year, nationalities, and languages.
Do you remember the name of this thing?
Yes, I remember the name of that thing. It's a pen.
Do you ever forget to answer emails?
Yes, I sometimes forget to answer emails.
Do you ever forget the names or faces of people you know?
Yes, I sometimes forget the names or faces of people I know.
Nearly. Are we nearly at the end of the lesson?
Yes, we're nearly at the end of the lesson.
Are we nearly in spring?
Yes, we're nearly in spring.
Is it nearly time to go to bed?
No, it isn't nearly time to go to bed.
Are you nearly always the last person to get up in your family?
No, I'm not nearly always the last person to get up in my family. My sister is nearly always the last person to get up in my family.